Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. The action has already started. Chelsea have gone with what looks like an orthodox 4-4-2, Jim.
Well, what I like about this system, Peter, is the way in which both central midfielders have to work in tandem. If one opts to go forward, the other sits, and when one moves either side to snuff out an attack, the other will hold the central ground. Communication is obviously vital to make it a success, but this team knows what it's doing, and I think we're going to see that reflected.
Mbappe, Messi, now it's Hullet. Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Yeah, definitely not much wrong with what he tried, all things considered. The defence were just well prepared for what was coming.
Hullet, that's a good ball out wide. Tries to cross, terrific header! Oh, he's hit the bar! And it's Roberto. Bullish header! And he's straight offside.
Santos definitely are on top of things in these early stages, Peter. If this is how they intend to go on, I think the opposition might see some trouble.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Baresi does really well there, he is strong.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Hullet. Well, there's the clearance. Just eases him off the ball. And that could set him on his way. And he's managed to get free.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Pedri. Nice looking ball. Mbappe finds himself offside. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Yes, he's certainly the one who carries the hopes of his team. Knocks it into space. He's having a shot! It's run. Oh, he's been caught napping. Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Hullet gets it away. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack.
Good ball, that too.
That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Cafu. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Roberto. Pele. Gullit is always scanning the pitch for targets. Pedri takes control of it and he's on the move. He's found the way through. Pedri. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Chelsea look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Thuram. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Kante.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Now it's Mbappe. Gullit. Cruyff. That's Vieira. Gets a good foot in there. And this is Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Cafu. Well, a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And here's Ibrahimovic. Messi. And the counter is on. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Gullit. And it's Cruyff.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And he's gone looking for safety. And there's the end of the first half. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps.
And we
How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Yeah, it's a half that's had a limp finish after a decent start, so the manager has to re-energise and re-enthuse his players to come back out pumped.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0.
Substitution on the field. Number 10, Messi. Coming on the field is...
And that's the start of another 45
19,
minutes.
Eto'o.
So neither side has yet broken through. That's a good run down the left. Pass somewhat off target. And here's Ibrahimovic. Roberto has it out wide and in space. Decent chance! And he's done it!
Boom! There we go, and it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
The goal scored for Santos.
Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive
Number
finish.
20.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
So we have our breakthrough.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
And it's Cruyff. Thuram gets across to intercept that. Eto'o puts his foot on the gas. Some resolute defending there. Cruyff, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. Pedri. Thuram cuts it out. Vieira. And he's forced to go back.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
It's Hullet. So the team's separated just by the one goal, which came early in the second period. 1-0 the score. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Thuram. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd want the players to get on the front foot and grab another. Just try to make this one safe.
Hullet. So, what can they make of this? Not the most accurate pass.
Ibrahimovic really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled. That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Vieira. Pele. And it's Cruyff.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
Substitutions taking place.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass and a tricky one at that.
Roberto. Played into space out wide. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Nicely aimed pass. Now that's well seen too. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And here's Ibrahimovic. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup.
Santos clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Threads one in. 1-0 as we head towards the end. That's really well manoeuvred. Roberto. Pele, always looking for that half a chance. Played out wide. Ibrahimovic. Oh, that's fabulous. And the shot! He should have put that one away.
Well, for me, he seems to be playing with a lot more zest now. He does look the most likely to grab that second goal cushion.
Substitution.
Time for a change in personnel.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
This looks promising. Foot in.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish, no half measures from here.
Ibrahimovic! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Ronaldinho with the short one. He's in space and looking for options. Santos, moments now away from seeing this one out. Roberto. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. That is a great pick out. Another corner. Any better luck this time round? Corner number 2 then. Ronaldinho plays it short. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Now this could be a chance. And the finish! That's a decent clearance. Chance, surely! And that is the last effort of the game. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a ride. Ibrahimovic taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so.
Thank you very much for your cooperation.
Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Yeah, it was a fairly stern test with very little between two teams.